Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out GoldenEye, I don't even remember what number James Bond movie this is, but this is the first Pierce Brosnan film and I'm really excited for it. I am very curious about this film because I know that GoldenEye was written for Timothy Dalton, or at least according to the comments I've been getting on YouTube. GoldenEye was written for Timothy Dalton, but then something happened with Timothy Dalton in like a contract or something like that. He dropped out, Pierce Brosnan took his place. So this is going to be sort of an interesting film where it was written for another actor, but then it's played by Pierce Brosnan. But I'm really excited for the Pierce Brosnan era. It is the last era of James Bond I will be reacting to because I've seen the Daniel Craig film. I'm also pretty sure that the Pierce Brosnan era gets goofy by the end of it, like pretty goofy by the end of it. I think the last movie especially is insanely goofy, but I've heard from some people that the first couple movies are fairly serious, sort of like the Timothy Dalton, and I've heard that Pierce Brosnan brings like a cool charm to James Bond. So I'm really excited to see his take on the character, and yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I don't really know much about GoldenEye. It's one of the movies I've been the most excited to watch though, because I know that there's a game called GoldenEye and I've heard the game is really good, so that makes me think that the movie is really good. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get into this movie. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting, or at least let me set the mood, because I don't have my color changing light right now. So let me set the mood and then we can get into this reaction. Boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, if I was going to do the colors for today, I think I would just go yellow, because GoldenEye, I think that makes a lot of sense, like a yellowy orange type of color to kind of make a gold light sort of thing. I think I would have done that. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon. I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose, so thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, I'm really excited to watch this movie, so without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction, and I hope I really like Pierce Brosnan. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my reaction to GoldenEye. Oh, I like this one. Okay, Pierce. He just pierced my heart. Damn. Comedy. Our man of the hour. Oh my god, this is like a Tom Cruise thing. Oh, oh, it's so cool. The silence. Dude, imagine that thing breaks. The tension on that thing would send him flying to the moon. I love that we still haven't gotten a good look at his face yet. They're waiting for like a cool reveal or something, maybe a cool kill line. Ah!
Beg your pardon, forgot to knock.
Okay, maybe not as cool as I thought, but still fun.
I'm alone.
Aren't we all?
Oh my god! It's Sean Bean! 006. Okay, whoever this guy is, he's gonna die because he dies in every movie that he's in.
Fire!
It's always cool to see James Bond working as a team with someone just as skilled, or maybe almost as skilled. No one can be as skilled as James.
Shut the door, Alec! There's a draft!
He's dead, bro.
4, 3, 2... For England, James!
He was walking out with his hands up. Why did you shoot him? He was walking out with his hands up. Oh my god, this guy, man. This guy just wants to kill. Get on the plane, get on the plane, get on the plane, get on the plane! Oh my god, this is so epic. What an epic location. No way. No way he's about to do what he does. How epic is this, guys? How epic is this? Pull up! Pull up, James! This is like me when I play Flight Simulator. Woo! That was so cool. And boom! Your base has been destroyed. That's a great miniature. It was Sean Bean. I was right the first time. How can I be starring him if he's dead? That's creepy. What the heck? I wonder why this movie is called GoldenEye. Does the villain have a golden eye, maybe? Oh, she's an off-roading legend. She's really sliding. Oh, she recovered nicely though. At least she didn't ruin the car.
I have no problem with female authority.
Of course he has champagne. Oh, she's here. I wish I knew how to gamble so I could understand these sequences, because I don't know who's winning or losing or anything.
Six.
Oh,
Madame loses.
Don't be angry. You're a poor sport.
Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Hey, hey, hey.
The same.
Oh, she's like Bondette.
To meet you, Mr. Bond.
The pleasure, I'm sure, was all mine.
There is like a level of mystery because the music is very like tense and quiet. It's interesting, you know? There is like a subtle tension lingering. Even in that sequence, there is like a tension. That's such a nice car. I can't even lie. What the heck? Is she trying to eat him or something? Is she a cannibal?
Senor, I can't breathe.
Good. Then maybe she's trying to kill. Maybe she's an assassin? Maybe she's another agent? I'm confused about her. Is she just strange? This lad really thought he could beat up James Bond with a mop.
Delighted to have you aboard, mademoiselle.
Interesting, he's not dead. Maybe she's just very strange in bed. Very ferocious in bed. Oh my god, he is dead. Never mind, he is dead. What is happening? Who is the other guy then?
I have a small surprise from your friends back at the barracks.
You think I've gone to heaven?
Not yet.
Now you have. She must be an agent, right? She must be an agent of some kind. And it's gone forever, guys. The lady just stole the helicopter.
They're right in front of you and can open very large doors.
You're such a geek.
Oh my god.
Besides, the Americans are slugheads. They'll never detect me.
You're saying?
That's funny.
My program seizes the phone line of whoever's tracing me and jams their modem so they can't hang up.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Does she work here? Or maybe she's trying to infiltrate here? I wonder what the deal is. I wonder who she is.
Of the 7-Eye facility, Major. War simulation. We're going to test fire GoldenEye. Report your status.
Test fire GoldenEye, so it's a weapon. What is this? It's like a gem. And there's keys. Is it some nuclear device? Oh, I'm so excited. It's also interesting how much time we spent with the Russians. Like, we spent a lot, probably the majority of the movie. So she doesn't work for them And it looks like she loves just to kill people. Like she has a thrill out of it. What the heck is happening right now? Oh my god. She works for him, and does he not work? What? Does it absorb the sunlight and turn it into a laser? Oh my god, she actually feels like a threat to James Bond because the way that she just almost gets turned on by killing people, it's so disturbing. And she feels like she's very competent at what she does as well. Who's it gonna be?
Good evening, Moneypenny.
Ah, Moneypenny. Hello.
Moneypenny, I'm devastated. What would I ever do without you?
As far as I can remember, James, you've never had me.
Oh, Moneypenny just got you so hard there.
What's the penalty for that?
Someday you have to make good on your innuendos.
Oh my god, Moneypenny is a beast in this movie. What the heck? Oh my god.
You were saying?
It's Judi Dench.
No,
It's
no,
M.
I was just
Good.
She's literally M in the Daniel Craig movies too.
Good evening, 007.
Good evening,
Prime Minister's way.
Oh my god, I didn't even know this. What the heck? This is so awesome. Oh my god, this woman is a genius. She just bait and switched the evil lady. Oh my days, what is happening? Oh my god, that's so cool! There's so much destruction happening right now. How is this woman alive? So it wasn't really a laser, it kind of was like short-circuited all of the electronics like this, right? And causes them to almost explode. This is mega powerful. How are you still alive?
Natalia Fyodorovna Semyonova.
Oh my god, she's trapped down here now. That's like a torture worth no other. Glad you weren't just standing there. Hey, but it's like a ladder, you can climb up now. This feels, at least at the moment, like a disaster movie. And I kind of love it.
What do you think?
No lights. Not one single electric light on a 30-mile radius.
30-mile radius?
The crime.
The Janus Group?
They may have been involved with the helicopter.
What about Spectre?
I know the Russian fit.
We haven't seen Spectre in a while.
And at least one person probably knows who it is.
Dude, whoever this lady is, her acting is phenomenal. I can't even lie.
Thank you. Your predecessor kept some cognac in the top.
I prefer bourbon. Ice?
Yes.
I love Judi Dench's M. She's so good.
A bean counter more interested in my numbers than your instincts.
The thought had occurred to me.
Good. Because I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur.
Oh my god. He's really getting owned in this movie.
But I won't do it on a whim. Even with your cavalier attitude towards life.
She's actually destroying him. She's punching him into the dirt right now.
Back.
You didn't get him killed.
Neither did you. Don't make it personal.
Never.
Everything she says, though, is just straight up facts. Oh, even what she said about James Bond as a person, I kind of agree with. But you can see that she still cares about him. You know, like, she's trying to help him improve. I hope that he has a cool character arc in this movie now. Why sit so far away from everyone else? You have to yell.
I undertook the investigation. I have concluded this crime was committed by Siberian separatists seeking to create...
Interesting. So he's like a double agent. I bet he's working for Spectre. Or maybe just for himself.
That will be all.
This movie has quite a few layers to it, actually. In terms of plot, at least, it has quite a few layers. I also like that the Russian government is not in on this, and they're just as... Who cares about what I was just thinking? Q's here.
Behind the headlights, Stinger missiles.
Oh.
That's the thing for unwinding after.
Someone tried to steal Stinger missiles in the last James Bond film.
Not to break the traffic laws.
Can you imagine that's one of them? License to break the traffic laws. That's one of the titles.
Arms the 4-second fuse. Another 3 disarms it.
So Q just armed it? What if he was too slow?
2, 3.
Oh my days.
Don't say it.
The writing's on the wall?
Along with the rest of it.
Oh man. It was so nice to hear him laugh.
One of these days, you guys are gonna learn just to drop it. Come on, my car's over there.
I love that guy. That was funny.
James Bond. Stiff-ass brick.
That's a nice move.
Nice car.
Well, this baby hasn't let me down yet. She's an ugly little bitch, but she gets you there.
Trains. That armor stuff they used to run around the country so we couldn't target them.
Wanna hand me that hammer, Jimbo?
He's calling him every name. Jimbo, Jimmy.
Valentin Dmitrovich Sokovsky?
Yeah. You know him?
I gave him the limp.
Oh, that's cold, dude.
You shot him in the leg, you stole his car, you took his girl. And now you want Valentin Sokovsky to set you up with Yanis?
Oh my god, Vaughn, what have you done to this man?
Air freight in very small boxes.
Make sure they send me home first class.
Oh, I love their interactions. I like this American guy. It's a trap, it's a trap, it's a trap.
I tell you, it's me, it's Boris, it's Boris, it's Boris, hello.
And behind you is Lady.
Charming, sophisticated secret agent. Shaken but not disturbed.
Yes, exactly.
He wants me to do him a favor.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
So why did you not kill me?
Call it professional courtesy.
And I should extend you the same courtesy.
Oh, hit his knee. Oh.
Set me up with Yanis. Tell him I'm asking about the chopper. You're gonna meet me tonight at the Grand Hotel Europe.
And then you and I are even and he owes me one.
Precisely.
I really like all the characters in this movie. They all feel much more characterized than a lot of other James Bond films. Like, even the side characters feel like they have personality and stuff. Oh my god, it's her. James, you don't want to be with her.
Think you can hurt me?
I literally cannot tell if this woman is trying to kill James Bond or have sex with him. I think both. Oh my god, that would have... Oh my god, she just got slammed.
It was all yours.
You'll understand if I don't call.
I won't lose sleep over it.
Sweet dreams.
Oh my god, he knows the karate chop of destiny. Who is this? Who is this man? Is it Sean? Bean? Oh my god, it is Sean Bean. He didn't die. He didn't die. That's why his name was in the credits. Ah, he's still gonna die in this movie though.
But where your parents had the luxury of dying in a climbing accident, mine survived the British betrayal and Stalin's execution squads.
Oh my god.
The two-faced Roman god come to life.
It wasn't God who gave me this face. It was you, setting the timers for 3 minutes instead of 6.
Am I?
Okay.
Closing time, James. Last call.
Oh. Oh, in the neck. Oh my god. This movie's so interesting. The plot is so interesting. This actually feels like a spy movie. So So that guy that she must have been talking to as well, the girl in the backseat, like Natalie or something like that, Natalia, he must have been bad too. He must have been working for them, for the being. Why is that ejector seat so epic? And why does it take you so high into the sky? It has rockets on it. I also, again, love that villains can't just shoot. I love that villains can't just shoot James Bond. They have to kill him in some elaborate way, and it's just fun.
Your watch has. Frozen by the GoldenEye blast.
Interesting.
I don't know anything.
Then let's start with what you do know.
Look at the lighting in here, too. The lighting in this movie and just the sets and stuff have been great.
No chit-chat? That's the trouble with the world today. No one takes the time to do a really sinister interrogation anymore.
Defense Minister, I must protest. This is my investigation. You are out of order.
That's him, that's him, that's him.
Dimitri. Do you?
Look how sweaty he is. Oh my god, that guy got shot in the head. Oh, what a cool location. Oh my god. Is I know that he drives a tank in one of the movies. Is this that movie? I thought that was way later on in his run.
Trust me.
It's only tested for one. It's only tested for one. Oh! Oh! Is he just gonna leave her behind? And the music! And the music! Oh my god. Oh my days. He's drifting in a tank! Oh my god, imagine having that chase you. It's like a horror movie. Dude, he just looks so cool, you know? He adds such a coolness to the role. Da 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 da. Aww. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. This is so epic. And it's a really cool version of the James Bond theme as well. Boom! Oh, yeah, it's gonna have to go through this truck. Ah, let's go! Hey, he gets some free Perrier water. Oh, you have to go right through the statue, though. The little time move and it keeps going. Oh, he's such a good Bond already.
Good for Bond.
Bad for you.
Bad for you.
I could have written this movie.
Take a seat, my dear.
I am the screenwriter for this film. Oh. Yeah, he deserves that. He deserves way more than that. Like, punch him in the face 800 times. Ah, yes, he's firing the cannon. Let's go. Yes, Bond.
Lovely girl. Tastes like strawberries.
Oh.
I would.
She's literally orgasming me right now. What the heck is happening?
This is true. What's true is that in 48 hours, you and I will have more money than God. And Mr. Bond here will have a small...
I honestly don't think God has any money, so I feel like most people have more money than God.
You in hell, James.
That was a really cool ultimatum. You have one shot. You have one choice.
Same 6 minutes you gave me. It was the least I could do for a friend.
Aww. That's so sweet of him.
We've got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
He's in Cuba. Havana. No.
Now!
Go, 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 go. That was so cool. Oh, the tension build-up was awesome. And they didn't find out exactly where the person was, but they know he's in Cuba.
Tell me, are there any other standard operating procedures I should be aware of?
Wait till you get to the hotel room, guys. You're literally on a rocky field.
Did you check her out?
Head to toe.
Right.
Wade got it instantly.
Never been in New Zealand. How's she know about that?
What if I need backup?
Get on the radio. I'll send in the Marines.
Who's the actor for this guy? He's so charismatic. This is an ad placement if I've ever seen one. The way the car is just in frame.
But be careful. He knows you're coming.
I wanted to see the missiles fire on that car. Maybe Wade will come in and use the missiles. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. That is stunning.
All of you with your guns, you're killing your death for what? So you can be a hero? All the heroes I know are dead.
Talia, listen.
How can you...
I like the looks into James Bond as a character in this film. It's very interesting. We had M talk about her opinions. Now Natalia is talking about her opinions on him and stuff. It's very cool. This is definitely it. It's always under a hidden lake. Literally, oh my god, literally they wouldn't have found the base if it wasn't for them shooting a missile at the plane. Like, the whole end of the movie would have just been avoided if the bad guys would have just held off a little bit longer. No way she's dead. There's absolutely no way she is dead. I was really liking her character. Oh. She looks so cool, though. Please kill her right here, right now. Use that grenade. Oh, she's alive! Oh, ow, ow, ow. Wow, what a way to die.
She always did enjoy a good squeeze.
Really lied. That's cool. That's cool.
God save the Queen.
Oh, that's a good line. And I bet he still has his pen as well. They wouldn't take a pen.
A new model. Still press here, do I?
No, no, no. I like that he knows everything. That's really cool. Of course he would.
Credit ratings, land registries, criminal records. In 16 minutes and 42 seconds.
Oh, that's so good.
Welcome to the party, my dear.
Natalia!
Kick him. Nice. That was a good hard slap, too. The pen. One more. Yeah. It's exploding. He's gonna explode!
She was in the mainframe. Check the computer. She's a moron. A second-level programmer.
And you're gonna be second level exploded.
12 minutes.
It will burn up somewhere over the Atlantic.
So does have to be 3 consecutive ones, right?
Do it! I can break her codes. Then get on with it!
Come on. Bump, bump, bump. Just do it. Bump, bump, bump. Come on.
Tell him! Now!
Oh, he did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I thought he was gonna explode, but the whole vase exploding instead is even better.
If he moves, kill him.
He just moved, now you know what you gotta do. I really like Sean Bean as a villain because he's very competent and he knows the tricks. He knows the MI6 tricks. Oh, nice Bean. I love the way this fight scene is filmed. It's very close up, but it's not super shaky, and the takes last long enough for you to see what's happening, but it still feels very confined.
You know, James, I was always better.
Oh, no you're not. No one's ever better than James Bond. It's over, Bond. I have the high ground. Oh, ow. Fall into that little platform. Nice, nice. Let him go, let him go.
For England, James?
No. For me.
Oh, what a line. Oh, that was so epic. I think that shot of him screaming was insane. How is he still alive? He fell 5,000 feet. Is he immortal? Is he invincible? Ah, that's so awesome. That's so cool. Okay, the bean's dead now anyways. Oh, what? That was a gruesome shot, actually.
Yes! I am invincible!
Nope. No, you are not.
On his word, see?
There's no one within 25 miles, believe me.
Go, Jimbo!
Of course it's Wade.
Coming through in a clinch. It's tobacco plants.
I said I'd be here, huh?
Yo, a ring!
What the heck? What the heck? That's so cool, though.
No plane, no train. Nothing but moves.
Darling, what could possibly go wrong?
I love the joke that everything that he's on gets destroyed. And that was my reaction to GoldenEye, the 1995. Wow, I thought this was at least early 90s, but 95, that means what? It must have been around like 8 years, 7 years, 8 years from the last James Bond movie. What a long break. But anyways, my reaction to GoldenEye, the 1995 James Bond film starring Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. Okay, I'm gonna mispronounce this name, but Famke Janssen? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Izabella, Scorupco, Sean Bean, and Judi, Dench. Oh, and Alan Cumming as Boris, but I probably won't talk about him, but you know, Alan Cumming is there. He's a good actor. I really enjoyed this film, and I could see this movie being a Timothy Dalton film. It had the same kind of sleuthiness, the same mystery. It was a little bit darker than some of the previous James Bond movies, and it was kind of the same tone as the Timothy Dalton movie. So I can see this movie being written for Timothy Dalton, and then something happening, and then Pierce Brosnan taking it over. But I don't want to take anything away from Pierce Brosnan. I thought he was amazing in this movie. I thought he brought the seriousness that this movie desired. He brought the tone of the James Bond that this movie needed. You know, he was very serious. He was still cracking some jokes. You know, he had a little bit more humor than Timothy Dalton, but he was also very charming. You know, even though he wasn't wooing that many girls in this film, which I really liked, by the way. I'll get to the Bond girl stuff in a minute. But even though he wasn't wooing a bunch of girls like, let's say, Roger Moore was, he was still very charming and very proper, I guess, in a lot of other ways. Like, Like, for example, when he's riding the tank, there's this little quick shot of him looking behind, he looks forward again, he straightens his tie, and then he keeps going. And it's like the little moments like that the other James Bonds have had their charming moments, but Pierce Brosnan, it's just the way that he carries himself in the action sequences. It just feels like he is like the proper British, you know, he's just like charming in his actions and stuff like that. I don't really know how to describe it, but that's what I felt. It just felt like he was, charming is the word for Pierce Brosnan. He was just the most charming when it came to his action sequences. It felt like he was really just kind of living it up. And again, the tie scene was just, it was just a perfect encapsulation of that. The Bond girls as well, I loved them, but oddly sexual, this movie. It was so strange. Like, what's her face? On a top. On a top. She was the weirdest girl I've ever seen. The weirdest Bond girl I think I've ever seen in all these Bond films. She was just like living it up. She was definitely creepy, and she definitely gave me a little bit of like an unnerving vibe whenever she came onto screen, and she terrified me a little bit. But she was also very sexual, and it was the weirdest thing. I don't know if I liked it or if I disliked it. I know she liked it. It was so strange. It was like she was having an orgasm every single time she was punching somebody or kicking somebody or watching someone get hurt or just killing someone. You know, it was really weird, and I don't know if I liked it again or if I didn't like it. But it's just something I want to say. It was really weird. But I can tell you that I really liked Natalia. I thought she was awesome. I think she actually is maybe one of my favorite Bond girls. I thought she had so much to do in this movie. She was so relevant to the plot. And she wasn't just used as a plot device, and she wasn't just used as like Bond's makeout sesh. You know, she was used as someone who is actually good with the plot, who understands what is happening. She had ideas that she was capable of doing, and she saw those ideas through. She was also Bond's love interest. Like, she was a very well developed character in this movie, and I thought she was great. Also, the addition of Sean Bean as the villain I thought was fantastic, and Judi Dench as M. I loved them both. Sean Bean was a really nice surprise, and I should have seen him come back to life because his name was in the credits, and obviously if he's going to have a bigger role, his name's going to be one of the first ones in the credits, as it was. And Judi Dench as M was great. You know, I knew that she was M in the Daniel Craig movies, but I didn't know that she was M in the Pierce Brosnan, so that's a cool little tie over with the film. And yes, okay, getting into the reviews of this film, before I get into just the music, I thought the music was really good, and then the action sequences, and yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to talk about in this. Maybe the cinematography and the lighting, because there was some really good lighting in this film as well. But yeah, reviews for this movie are 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb and 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it seems like critics like this movie a little bit more than audiences. It seems like critics like this movie less, though, than the last Timothy Dalton film, but the audiences like it about the same as the last Timothy Dalton film. So that's very interesting to me. It doesn't have the best reviews for an audience and stuff, but that could be because it is the first James Bond, like Pierce Brosnan James Bond film, and I feel like the firsts of every James Bond movie are not as appreciated as some of the rest of them because audiences are still warming up to this new guy playing James Bond. But yeah, I really like this movie. I think I like it on par with the Timothy Dalton movies. Probably, I like this one probably more than the last Timothy Dalton movie, but on par with the first one, which is saying something because the first Timothy Dalton movie, The Living Daylights, is one of my favorite James Bond movies. So you can tell that I really enjoyed this movie. It wasn't as flashy, it wasn't as grand, and that's kind of what reminded me of the second James Bond movie, of the second Timothy Dalton movie. But even that one had some big grandness. This one was way more like spy-y, which I thought was amazing. Just the tone of this movie, it just felt like one of the most just spy thriller James Bond movies that a James Bond movie has been. You know, the action spectacle was still there. There still were those action spectacle moments. The tank scene, for example, amazing stuff. The finale of this movie, they're fighting on a giant radio dish. You know, there still is the spectacle, but the spectacle doesn't last as long as a lot of the other James Bond movies. And in place of the spectacle are these really cool moments of plot development, are these really cool moments of characters talking with each other, kind of trying to one-up each other and backstab each other. And again, I just thought the tone of this movie really spoke as a spy thriller, more so than many of the other James Bond movies that I've seen. seen so far, and so that's what I really liked about it as well. The music of this movie I thought was great, maybe not as memorable as some of the other James Bond films, but I still thought the music was great. I really liked the opening soundtrack, the opening theme song, I guess. I thought that was really, really cool. And the opening, by the way, it looked like enhanced visuals, and obviously 1995, that is why CGI has gotten better and stuff, but I really liked the intro for this movie. They didn't overuse the James Bond sequence, like the James Bond theme song, which I really liked, and when they did use it, it was in the right moments. And I also liked how they kind of utilized the James Bond theme song and then they riffed it into the own original soundtrack. Like during the tank sequence, they kept hinting at the James Bond theme song, but then they'd kind of go to something else and then keep hinting at it and go to something else, and then finally they gave us the James Bond theme song, and it was very satisfying. So it was almost like they were teasing it and teasing it and teasing it, and it was making you anticipate it, and then they finally let you have the James Bond theme song, and it was just awesome. So I really like what they did with the music there. And then also there was just this really soft piano melody that played when Sean Bean was revealed to be alive and they were talking, and it was a very emotional moment. And I thought the piano music, I don't know, it was just very soft, very quiet, very poignant, but it was very beautiful as well. It was a very nice touch to the scene. Something that I did not like about this movie though, or something that I wish was improved upon this movie just before I get into the awesome action and stuff like that and the lighting, was Sean Bean's character. I wish he had more, and I think the reveal in this movie was good. It was surprising, you know, he's dead, he comes back. It's sort of obvious, but I didn't think anything of it until I saw it, and then I felt dumb because I should have totally seen that earlier. But I wish that the reveal was done differently, and I wish that the relationship between James Bond and Alec was evolved during this movie a lot more, like this friendship, because once he's revealed, there are 2 or 3 moments in this movie where James Bond is talking to someone, whether it be Alec or Natalia, and they're talking about how they used to be friends, they used to be partners and stuff like that, like they trusted each other, and it looks like James Bond is very hurt by this betrayal. But as an audience member watching this movie, I don't feel his pain. I don't feel this connection between them because we only saw them for like 5 minutes at the start of the movie, and then he fake died, and then he came back as the evil villain, right? So I didn't really connect with James Bond at those emotional moments, those emotional highs of the movie as much as the film wanted me to, because I, as an audience member, didn't see them be friends to begin with. I saw them just being agents and stuff and being cool together, but that's not really being friends and stuff like that. So I would have liked the start, like maybe the first half of this movie, for them to actually be working together and stuff, and maybe Alec just to be double crossing him but very subtly and stuff like that, so James Bond doesn't really know, and he's almost acting like James Bond's friend, and so we get this really nice connection between these 2 characters. And then when the twist happens, it happens, and so we as an audience member have felt this connection, at least James Bond's side of the connection, and he really trusts this guy. And so when the twist happens and the guy's actually been trying to betray them and double cross them the whole time, it hits a lot more. And then like the reflection at the beach and stuff, I think that would be a lot more powerful and would hit a lot better and make me at least a lot more emotional if I had that set up. The action in this movie though, I thought was great. It was a nice use of practical effects, and I thought the green screens and stuff looked a lot better in this movie, as they should, as 1995, although I know that the green screening in James Bond in the Pierce Brosnan era gets a little bad. I'm talking about that tsunami sequence. I've seen that tsunami sequence where he's surfboarding or like waveboarding or something on like this big tsunami, and it's a horrible green screen effect. I've seen that, and I'm not looking forward to that, but the green screen in this movie looked pretty good. It looked decent, at least. It never took me out of it as much as that tsunami sequence is definitely going to take me out of it. And the actual real life stunts, like that stunt at the start where he jumped off of the dam and it's just complete silence. It reminded me of that movie where James Bond is skiing. I forget which one it was, but he's skiing and he jumps off the cliff and it's just silence, and he opens his parachute and then the James Bond theme hits. It reminds me of that, but it was just so epic. Just the silence, the lack of music. Do you see someone actually jumping off of the dam, like bungee jumping? It was really, really cool. And then like the plane stuff, the car stuff as well, the tank sequence, it lived up to my expectations. I knew that Pierce Brosnan drove a tank in one of the James Bond movies. I didn't know it was this one. It was a really nice surprise, and I had never seen the tank sequence. I just knew that he did it, and whenever he crashed through walls or broke things or drove over cars, it was so epic. And again, the music for that sequence was amazing. Also, the lighting in this movie was really good for some reason. It's something that I noticed. There were a lot of times where James Bond was in the dark, but there were nice little like light streaks that kind of crossed his eyes, so you always could see his eyes. I liked the reveal of him. I thought he was going to be a little bit cooler than that, but it was a little bit goofy, but I still liked it. It was very James Bond. And then when they were just on that beach, even though the scene wasn't that impactful, the lighting in that sequence was so beautiful. It was just that wide shot of the beach with like the sunset or something, and it was like honestly one of the most gorgeous beach shots I've ever seen. And I don't know if it was a real shot, if it was like a matte painting behind them, if it was like some visual effects. I don't really know what happened, but it was gorgeous, and I just want to say that. Okay, getting into the cast now, I'm going to talk about Pierce Brosnan, Famke Janssen, I'm so sorry that I'm mispronouncing her name, Izabella Scorupco, Sean Bean, and Judi Dench. I'll just talk about Judi Dench very quickly. She was awesome as M. I really like how she just laid it flat for James Bond. Like, she just was like, you're this, and I was like, yeah, I do agree with that. And I think James Bond did learn a little lesson from her and stuff like that, and I thought she's awesome. Excited to see her as M in the future. Sean Bean, I've already talked a lot about Sean Bean, but I thought he was really fun as the villain. I just wish that there was more character development for him. But again, Sean Bean is a great actor. I'm glad they didn't waste him at the start of the movie. I'm glad he came back, even if it wasn't the best way to bring this character back. If I wasn't as emotionally invested as I should have been with him, I still really liked him, and I thought he did a great job. And I thought that he was really fun because he knew everything that James Bond would do, and he was a pretty good matchup, like fist fight for fist fight, gun for gun against James Bond. Isabella Scorupco as Natalia was honestly one of my favorite Bond girls. I thought, again, I talked quite a bit about her, but she was just such a good go-getter. She did so much in this movie. She helped James Bond out so much. I thought her acting, especially at the start of the film when everything was blowing up around her and she was like trapped in there, and there's just fire and debris and stuff, it really sold like the disaster and the kind of the terror that she was in. I thought she did a great job. I think I mentioned it in my reaction. I thought her acting was great, but I just really liked her relationship with James Bond, and I liked that she wasn't just a Bond girl and she wasn't just a plot device. She did so much in this film. Famke Janssen, one of those, hopefully, maybe not none of those, and maybe I just got it completely wrong every time, as On a Top. Such a great name, but such a weird character. Again, I don't know if I liked her character or not. She had a really cool death, and I thought she looked really cool. Her outfit during the final fight that she had with Bond was so cool. It kind of reminded me of like a Lara Croft Tomb Raider sort of deal, but I don't know, that was just me. But yeah, I just don't know if I really liked just kind of how sexual everything that she did was. It was different and unique, I'll give the film that, but I just don't know if I liked it or not. But I thought she did a really good job with her character. I just don't know if I liked it, but maybe a rewatch of this movie will help me decide. And Pierce Brosnan as James Bond, honestly, I really liked his performance, and I'm kind of hoping his movies stay at this kind of tone, although I'm pretty sure they get pretty goofy by the end of his tenure. However, at the moment, I really like his movie, well, his one movie, and I really like his portrayal of James Bond. Again, he's super, super charming, and he just seems very knowledgeable, and he seems pretty believable, I guess, as James Bond, and I think it's just a charming element for me, like the little mannerisms that he has, again, with the tie on the tank, like things like that, just really bring out the performance, bring out the character, and yeah, I just really enjoyed him as James Bond, and I'm really excited to see what he does in the future with the character. And that is my reaction and review to GoldenEye, the 1995 James Bond film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I don't know what the next James Bond movie is, but whatever it is, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see more Pierce Brosnan. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.